Class, welcome to week 10. We've got a couple great subjects to cover this week, and then we will start your Google Ads campaign with Project 3. So a busy week in week 10. Let's get started with our first topic, which is return on investment. That's what ROI stands for. ROI and conversion tracking. To understand this, you need to first understand what a conversion is. And sometimes this is confusing because as members of the church, we know what a conversion is. And the conversion tracking for AdWords requires you to step outside your traditional vernacular and think a little differently about the word conversion. Conversion from an AdWords or an online marketing standpoint means you have converted your visitor, your website visitor, into a customer, a paying customer. And this is really where you get the power of Google AdWords. For some people, they'll say, AdWords isn't really for me. It's not the best platform. I don't like how it looks. The real power I find in Google AdWords is that you can measure down to the penny how profitable your advertisement is, how effective it is financially. But you have to set up this conversion tracking correctly. So you've got to think, if you're selling a product, the conversion tracking is fairly simple. It's when somebody makes a purchase. You've therefore converted them from a visitor into a customer. And you'll usually track that. You'll take to set up conversion tracking, you'll take a code snippet similar to what you've done in the past with analytics. And put it on the thank you page when whatever pops up right after someone makes a purchase, where you'd say thank you for your purchase or whatever it is. You'd put it on that page because if somebody reaches that page, you know they've made a purchase and they've converted from a visitor to a paying customer. If you don't sell a product, it gets a little bit more muddy. If you're relying on ad revenue, that's kind of tough. If you have an affiliate link, then you want to try and integrate this conversion tracking into an affiliate link, because when someone clicks on the affiliate link, then they've taken a step to converting from a visitor to a paying customer. So think about that. Your business model will change. Think about what action converts them from a visitor to a paying customer, and that's where you want this conversion tracking. And if this is set up correctly, you will be able to determine the return on your advertising investment. So that's my spiel about conversion tracking and ROI. I think it's a very, very powerful tool and really helps you take advantage of Google AdWords. It's just, for some business models, it can be tricky to set up what a conversion is. So in this assignment, you will identify one conversion for your website and determine the value of that conversion. The value of that conversion is let's go back to the different business models. The value of the conversion, if you're selling a product, is the price of that product. So it's fairly simple to set up. If I'm selling a $5 product, then the value of that conversion to my company is $5. Now, if I am if I have a blog and I have advertisements on the blog, so I'm using Google AdSense, then it's a little bit harder to track exactly when someone clicks on that ad, because it doesn't take them to a thank you page, it kicks them out of my website. So what I would do in that case is say it looks like 1% of my visitors click on an ad and I get 2 cents on every ad click. And so you can set up the value of the conversion. The conversion is when somebody comes to my blog, and the value of that is the chances they'll click on an ad, which is 1%, times the value of that, so 2 cents. So the value of that conversion is 1% times 2 cents. So there's a lot of different ways you can develop the value of that conversion. These readings will help you a lot, especially this one, measuring sales and conversion. So those 2 points you'll want on there: identify conversion, determine the value of the conversion, explain which page is your conversion page and why and then get the code snippet and put the code snippet on there. And that will be it. So there's a lot of legwork in that. The actual essay isn't too involved, but there's a bit of legwork involved in that one. So there'll be a discussion board on that, and then your second assignment is optimizing ad performance. And this is really an exercise you should go through numerous times as a business owner if you're using Google AdWords or any sort of online ad campaign. And what you'll do is you'll open this document, Google AdWords data, and you'll start filling out information about your campaign. How many clicks it's had, how many impressions, average cost per click, etc. You fill all these out. Then you read a bit about how to improve your keywords. And what you'll do is you'll basically do an assessment on your own keywords and think, all right, which ones do you want to add, delete, or pause of your keywords, and which ads do you want to add, delete, or pause. And this helps you improve your keywords. It helps you improve your ads. It's something you should be doing consistently to make sure you're always on top of your ad performance. And that'll be a fairly brief exercise, but really valuable in understanding your performance and what you can do better. And then finally, we'll start project 3. So I've had a lot of questions. When do I start my Google ad campaign? You start it for this project. Make sure your daily budget is set to a reasonable amount. If you just let it go crazy, it can run up a bill, and so you don't want that. You want to set that daily budget to what you're comfortable with. You do want it up past $1.50, depending on your keywords. You might need it up around $3 or $4 a day to make sure you can generate data. If you're in a really competitive keyword space, then you need to spend a little bit more money to be able to generate impressions. And really, all project 3 are 2 screenshots. It's a very simple project. This just verifies that your campaign is up and running. And so your image, you'll take a screenshot of your ad group, and then you'll take, I think this one's switched around. You'll take a screenshot of your keywords, your keywords here, and your ad groups here. So really what you want to do is figure out how you can get your AdWords to look exactly like this page with that information. Take a screenshot and turn it in. And then this page as well. So again, keywords and ad groups. Those are the 2 things that we want to see. And this just tells me that your campaign is live, up and running. So it's a very simple project. You'll turn in those 2 screenshots, and that's really all I'm looking for on that. So that'll be week 10. Please reach out if you have any questions about conversion, about starting your ad campaign, your ad performance. Happy to chat through any of these with you.